In today's content, I'm going to update BTC really quickly on daily up to the 3D time frame, or even up to the weekly time frame and all that good stuff. Okay, so when we take a look at BTC on a 3D basis, we lost the 3D21ema last week, but got a nice pullback up above the 3D21ema and at the same time above the weekly 21ema. So in the short to medium term, bulls are back in control since like we're above the weekly 21 and we're above the 3D 21. However, one more thing need to be completed for the trend to completely reverse and give bulls more confidence, like to be breaking out up to the 32k area, which is just about like a 50% pullback on a swing high to a swing low. Okay, I'm just gonna do it really quickly for Leroy right here. Swing high, right down to swing low, 50% pullback, going to be somewhere around like a 31 to a 32k, which was our June 2022 resistance. So we are pretty familiar with 32k area. Okay, so what we want to see over the next like a few days going into like April, we just have to close right above 23.5 up to 24k area. It doesn't have to be exact, right? But if we can close the monthly time frame right just above the 23.5 up to 25k area, right, give or take, we could be seeing more volatility going into April. As I said, the summer could be a bearish summer, so just have to be cautious going into May and all that good stuff, right? So closing anywhere above a 23.5, 24, 25k area would give bulls more confidence level, and at the same time the MACD on the 3D right could possibly or potentially flip positive going into April. As of now, it is still negative. Technically it is not a good sign, but we will see, because the volume is looking good. The BTC dominance is looking good above 44, nearly 45%. So that is a good sign in the short to medium term. Okay, so let's take a look at it on the 2D basis. On the 2D basis, MACD is slightly pushing higher, right, but not quite yet positive, right there. So we want our MACD to flip positive. Okay, that way we won't be creating any sort of divergences, right, on our RSI or on the MACD. You see what I'm saying? So we just have to basically push, bulls need to push higher to basically get the MACD to flip positive to set the April price action for more bullish uptrend and all that good stuff. Okay, so on the downside, for whatever reason, if we get some sort of rejections, right, we got to hold once again at the weekly 21 EMA. The weekly 21 EMA, it is at, as of now, just about like a 21.5. So we just have to avoid breaking below the weekly 21 EMA. That could change the entire structure. Instead of going up, it could basically be printing like some crazy pattern, retesting like 0.618. Remember last week I was saying, like, if we break below the weekly 21 EMA, we could be retesting the 0.618, but we luckily got a support at 50% pullback. So for whatever reason, let's say we get a bad news, Binance gets shut down and all that nonsense, right, or all that good stuff, right, we could be pushing back down. That's the only downside, downside of potential I can see as of now, breaking below the weekly 21 EMA. Okay, the MACD, weekly MACD looks pretty good, nothing bearish, so that's the good news. Even on the 5D, the 5D did not cross negative right here, so to confirm the bearishness of the 3D time frame, right? However, if the 3D does something like that, right, it could force the 5D to cross negative. So we don't want our 5D MACD to cross negative at any given time. Okay, that could basically signal a more challenging trading range over the next like a few days or even like a few weeks. Okay, but as of now it looks good. On the low degree, let's take a look at it on the 6 hour. We got all our moving averages on the 6 hour crossing positive, so that's the good news. If we get more sideways correction over the next like a few days, or like let's say going into next week, if we get sideways correction right here, the 6 hour 21 EMA going to be providing some temporary support just in case we get a double top, double bottom right here, or even a longer consolidation period between the 21 EMA and 26.5 and all that good stuff. Okay, as of now it is at 22,799, but it is a moving average, Leroy, so it is likely to it is likely to be higher within the next like a few hours and all that good stuff, right? Or you could be looking for 382 Fibonacci right there. The 382 Fibonacci, it is at 23,650, right? But I would say 23.7, and 50% pullback, it is going to be at 22.8. So that range going to be a confluence region to pay attention to going into the next few the next few candles and all that good stuff. Okay, just trying to catch the 6-hour 21 EMA and these fibs at the same time. Okay, hopefully it makes sense and all that good stuff, right? All right guys, I'm just going to cut it short. That's all I wanted to cover for today. Thanks a lot for watching.